Hi everyone, and welcome back to My Perfume Chronicles. It's great to have you here with me today for this new video. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything new. Okay, back to today's episode. Today we travel to 1948 post-war Paris to discover the story of Fracas, the legendary Bombshell Tuberose perfume that literally redefined femininity. And this isn't just a story about perfume. It's a story about history and celebrating the beauty of individuality. The world of 1948 was holding its breath between the memory of World War II and peace and renewal. Paris was rebuilding itself literally and figuratively. Fashion, fragrance, and beauty were all searching for a new language that could speak of luxury again without forgetting what the world had just gone through. It was in this moment in history that the house of Robert Piguet released Fracas. In the cultural landscape of post-war Paris, Fracas represented a new kind of femininity, sensual but not fragile, glamorous but not ornamental. It belonged to women who were very comfortable being noticed. Fracas was named not just to describe a perfume, but to describe a feeling. If you've ever worn a fragrance and felt the energy of the room change before you uttered a word, this is what I'm talking about. The word fracas itself is French. It translates to a crash, an uproar, or a sudden burst of noise, a name that perfectly reflects the personality of this perfume. And at the heart of this scent was one of the most groundbreaking white floral compositions ever created. What made Fracas different? Well, at a time when many perfumes treated white florals as supporting notes in the blend, Fracas put tuberose front and center, the leading lady, if you will. The creative mind behind Fracas was Germaine Cellier. She was one of the most unconventional noses in French perfume history. Trained in chemistry, Cellier approached fragrance less like poetry and more like architecture. Her work was sculptural. She built a fragrance using structure, contrast, and presence. Tuberose itself is a complicated flower and can be hard to work with. In nature, it carries indolic molecules that can give it a creamy, almost skin-like warmth. Once on a trip to Southern California, I bought a bunch of French tuberoses from a flower market in San Diego. I hadn't seen live stems before, and since it's one of my favorite flowers, I bought some. I was amazed at how creamy the blossom smelled. That really is the best way to describe it, almost milky. And all I can tell you is that my hotel room smelled absolutely incredible for days. The scent is intoxicating for sure. And interestingly enough, instead of hiding this complexity, Cellier amplified it. She combined Indian tuberose absolute with jasmine and orange blossom, then grounded the composition in sandalwood and musk. The result was the bombshell of all bombshell perfumes. Over time, Fracas became associated with stage presence and cinematic elegance. From Hollywood glamour to fashion circles, the perfume developed a reputation as a scent for confident and chic women who didn't follow trends. Notable admirers include Marilyn Monroe, Rita Hayworth, Brigitte Bardot, and others who embodied strong personal identity like Madonna. But the true legacy of Fracas isn't celebrity, it's individuality. Fracas doesn't follow the crowd or try to please everyone like so many of today's perfumes. In this way, it brings us back to scent memory because perfume is never just about smell. Fracas reminds us that we're all perfectly unique and we should wear our individuality with confidence. To wear Fracas is to be unforgettable. Germaine Cellier was known for challenging convention amid the boys' club of perfume creation, so it's no accident that she was chosen to create this perfume. She had a reputation as a bold, avant-garde nose, capable of mastering difficult raw materials, and she trusted her instincts. She amplified materials that others would have softened. She understood that femininity didn't need to be small to be beautiful. Fracas became more than a perfume. It became a rule-breaking, trailblazing symbol of femininity in the years after the war, and this notion hasn't faded with time. In fact, it's adored even today. Why? Because there will always be women who don't want to blend into the background. Thanks for joining me today on My Perfume Chronicles. I hope you enjoyed hearing about some of the history from post-war Paris and how it helped create the most iconic Tuberose perfume in history. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And until next time, take care of yourself.